Today I'd like to go over the 5150 EVH 50 watt stealth head I purchased a couple months ago, how I'm using it in a live situation at drummer level, bedroom level, and recording into Pro Tools. I'm using a Tone King IRONMAN Attenuator, and we'll go over all the different settings with each channel, what I'm using on my board, a little delay, a little reverb. We'll go over all the different settings and how this thing sounds in each situation. I'm running the DI out of the Tone King straight in the board. It also has a line out. I'll run into 2 notes Opus and use the 2 notes IRs. But honestly, the DI out of the Tone King sounds fantastic. And that's all I've been using at this point for every situation. So let's go over everything today, show you all the settings, what I'm using on the red channel, the blue channel, the green channel, how I'm adjusting the Tone King for every situation. I'm using the Tone King even live. The head is being attenuated for every situation. It sounds fantastic at every level, recording, bedroom level, live. It's just a fantastic head. It's smaller. It's not much bigger than my Friedman Little Sister 20 watt, so it's easy to transport around. With the Tone King, you can go cabless, run just straight in to the board. You can run cabs with it, run both. You can be in the board and with cabs, and that's typically what I'll do with a live band. Have the two 12-inch cabinets for my stage volume and be running the DI out of the Tone King into the board. So let's go over everything today, and we'll check out all the settings for every channel. Let's go. right, that first clip, the EVH 5150 Stealth 50 watt head, the gain is set at 930. I'm using a Boss DD3 delay at about 380 milliseconds, and that's it. I'm running into the Tone King IRONMAN 2 Attenuator. The dB level is set at negative 25, and the DI out is going straight into the board and into Pro Tools. If I'm playing live, it's just going straight into the board. On the second clip, the gain on the head is at 8 o'clock. I'm using the Two Notes Opus and their IR, the Friedman 412 green, and some other EQing. I'm using an MXR Phase 90 and the Boss DD3 set at the same 380 milliseconds. I'm using a GHS Verb, slight amount of Verb in it. And you have a lot of options, of course, with the Opus, whatever IRs you have loaded into it, and that sounds fantastic. The DI out of the Tone King is just so easy, and it sounds great. I was just really surprised by how good that DI out did sound. On the third clip, I have the gain at 12 o'clock and the Boss DD3 at about 380 milliseconds, and that's it on that. Even in the second clip at 8 o'clock, that gain is just tremendous in the red channel. Bringing it up to 12 o'clock in the third clip on the red channel, that seems to be about it. Once you go past 12 o'clock, I'm not noticing a ton of difference. You feel a bit more. It almost seems to, for me, gets to be a bit much gain. I leave the EQ settings exactly where they're at, the volumes exactly where they're at, be it negative 25 dBs on the Tone King for bedroom level. I use that same negative 25 going straight into deck for recording in the Pro Tools. And when I'm playing with the band at drummer level in a live situation, I'll bring the Tone King to negative 7 dBs and leave everything on the up where you see it in the picture in them clips. And the only thing I'm adjusting is the Tone King. And it's loud at where you see it set right there. And it just sounds fantastic. The Tone King Attenuator makes this amp so usable for every situation, and I'm very surprised for it. I'm going to get a little more in depth on the Tone King in another video, but that's how I'm using this setup for all three situations. Now I'm going to show a few clips of the Blue Channel with a few different gain stages and settings, and how I'm using the effects, again, live, recording, and bedroom level. So let's see how Blue Channel sounds. Let's go. All right, that was the blue channel, which I love. I could live on that channel. I have a correction to make first things. First, I stated earlier that I was using the Boss DD3 delay and the JHS pedal for reverb, which was incorrect. I'm sorry about that. That's on my Friedman pedal board. I'm actually using the Source Audio collider for delays and reverbs. I have an Eventide H9 that I'm using for choruses, reverbs, flangers. I'm going to use that a bit in the green channel. And I'm also using a Blackstar Live Logic MIDI controller to control the two effects, the Source Collider and the H9, and also switch channels on the EVH head. And it works fantastic. I can program whatever delay I want, whatever verb what is ever going on in the H9 that I want to use for each channel on the EVH, and it's just a fantastic system to be able to use MIDI and switch the channels, and it works fantastic. It's flawless. So anyways, I'm going to play a couple of clips off the green channel so you can see what that sounds like. I'm going to have some of the H9 on in that, have some reverb, some flangers, some choruses from the H9, and you'll see how that sounds. All right? Thanks for watching.